possible. Let's look at a course that's, oh, let me show you the secret that we showed every day this past week. What's the secret? That I can have 2 twin windows open at the same time. I could have 3, 4. I simply do that by right-clicking. Right-click with my mouse on top of any link in Twin, and I open in a new window. So like on my courses, I just right-clicked, and I'm going to go ahead and open up a class that's already occurred. So let's look at International Offshore Financial Services from spring. And I'm going to open up the course calendar. Let's go look at April classes. Okay. So for April, we'll see that we had a lecture on a Monday, 7 a.m. We had a pre-recorded lecture. That was probably from KPMG or Ernst & Young. We share their lectures, their internal professional and student lectures, Deloitte and Touche. So you'll see those up here. Then you see we have the Saturday lectures. You'll see that there were some assignments due on a Saturday. And you see we had lectures, then we had a lecture on Tuesday at 2:30. Okay, so you go through the semester, you'll see these lectures down. And we tell you should recheck. There were a lot of lectures. You had 4 lectures in 1 week. During the week of the 19th, you had 4 different lectures that week. Okay, that's a lot for any course. Sometimes it does happen. It will happen in international tax planning. We will have 4 lectures in a given week because we have a lot of material and all. Now, I know you probably cannot make 4 lectures in a week. Everyone here is working full time. We record them, and so you'll watch them on demand. You want to make the lectures that you think you're going to have questions on, where it's hard material, as opposed to lectures where you already know the material, because that's going to give you the greatest opportunity. The ones where you don't know the material, attend the lecture, and that gives you the greatest opportunity to interact with the instructors using your microphone and so forth to really dig into the materials so that you can walk away understanding the necessary skill set you're supposed to get from that lecture, from that week. So like Drew Markuson was lecturing on exchange control. A lot of Americans don't understand exchange control because we don't have it directly like many other countries do. Actually, like most other countries do, just not the OECD countries. Although Drew Markuson taught us, of course, that we do have it, we just don't know that we have it. And he showed us all the different forms and reporting and so forth. Like FBAR reports in the United States. Okay, so I'm going to clear my screen. So I'd write down the lecture. But those same lectures that we see on our screen right now are also contained in the main program calendar. And the real reason we have the program calendar is for students to see when all the lectures are, to organize study groups. So I don't want to have a study group when people in my study group may, by example, be an international anti-avoidance class. So, I probably want to have study groups on Saturdays, like we'll see here in April, Saturdays. There weren't lectures on the 4th and 11th. Well, the 11th was past. We see we had a Sunday study group, an official study group on Sundays for the Thesis 1 and 2 people with Gordon Russell, the law librarian leading that. And the second reason is for teachers to schedule guest lectures and special lectures. So teachers don't know when you have 20 classes running, and normally about 12 to 15 courses any given semester running. So the teacher wants to schedule a guest lecture. They want to make sure they schedule it not in conflict with another lecture, so that their students now have to choose between 2. So you'll see that we don't have any courses where the lectures occur at the same time. All courses have a lecture time distinct from every other course, different from every other course. And so by example, Thursdays is a good day to have guest lectures, because we usually only have 2 lectures on Thursdays. Okay, I'll go ahead and close the public calendar screen. You've seen that. Now, every course is going to have course materials. The course materials in the orientation, they're called orientation materials. In most courses, they're just called course materials. Let me go ahead and open up in a new tab instead of a new window. Let's go look at the same course we just looked at. So offshore international financial centers, and in that class we call it course materials. So we click on course materials, and you're going to see, wow, that's a lot of materials. We'll remember the class is 15 weeks. So, and it's not just book reading, and it's the slides, it's the lecture notes. So we mentioned Drew Markuson was lecturing on exchange control, and then here we have Drew Markuson CV posted. We have the exchange control links from the 2 lectures on exchange control. We have the lecture notes, and then we have the example how exchange control and annuities play together. Notes on that. Okay, so many different. Now, some courses you need to buy books, and that would be in your syllabus where to buy your book. So, by example, let's look at international tax planning. So that's going to run this summer, starting next week. So in international tax planning, we open up our course and we see some general syllabus information for all the students and when the lectures are scheduled. That same information will be here under the syllabus link. And also under the syllabus link, where do I buy my books? And so we click on that and it tells us what to do. Now, that takes us from syllabus to course materials. We've looked at web links, but let me go back to offshore financial centers, or in fact, I can go to orientation class for this web link example. Here I am under web links for orientation class. Now, we encourage everybody in orientation to review the on-demand lectures for Summit. Summit is developed by neuroscientists who are on full-time faculty here at Thomas Jefferson School of Law, full-time administrative, Dennis Kakuza and Nancy Johnson. And these lectures are about how the brain works and how it learns better, how it learns most efficiently. And these lectures have been developed solely for our students here at Thomas Jefferson. It's a real opportunity. Now, you don't have to watch all 9 Summit lectures. It'd be about 18 hours of lectures. I'm not saying you have to do that. I am encouraging you, and you don't have to do anything, but I am encouraging you to watch the Summit lectures, at least part 1, the first Summit lecture, part 1 and 2. And if you find them interesting, continue to watch them. They're not going to go away, so you can watch them over the semester. But at least you should look at part 1, introduction, and continue. Part 1 and 2 of the first Summit lecture. Let me put a line next to those so you see what I'm talking about. Now, how do I watch a lecture? I just simply click on the link. Now, I'm on campus, so it's going to automatically open up. But if I wasn't on campus, it would request my username and password, which brings me back to the packet of material received from Hester, from IT department, which is your username, the email address, the first part of it, and the password is whatever you received from IT. Probably you want to change your password, so you've emailed help@tgsl.edu and said, this is my username, this is my password, I would like my new password to be. And if you ever change your email address, you'd say my TGSL email address is as follows, I would like it to be.